Hey guys, Zerkaa here, and we are now approaching towards the end of the current transfer window at the beginning of the season. And some of you guys wasn't happy with the amount of players I signed. I wasn't as happy either, to be fair. I mean, I do need to sign some more players to strengthen that squad because I haven't really got a big enough squad. And we've got quite a lot of players sent out on loan, which I mean, I'm assuming I think I can call them back whenever I need to. So obviously that will be helpful. I'm just sending them out so they actually get some play time. But I went back to the free agent list and I tried to sign a few more players. To try and find some players that I could potentially just play for a season and then sell on in January or sell on at the end of the season. Just some players I could make some potential profit on, and players that could fill in as backup for certain positions in my team. What you might have noticed there is that in the free agent list there was a ton of like centre mids, and that's pretty much where I have all of my players at the moment. I have a ton of centre mids, whether it be CDMs or centre attacking mids. I have tons of them. And I stumbled against this guy, stumbled across this guy here. His name's Fad Al Muwalad, I believe his name is. Plays for Borussia Dortmund, 21 years old. Only got an overall rating of 70. But if you notice there, he has a sprint speed of 97, I believe it was, and like acceleration of 98. So I was thinking that, like regardless of how good he is, he's a good person to bring on as a substitute, because when it gets to the end of the game, players on the other team, like the defence, tend to be quite tired, and if you bring him on, he's got 98 agility as well, so he'll have potential just to run. He can just run. That's all he's got. That's basically what I've got to do with him, just run. I could play a Lofer over the top, and he'll just run onto it and score. So that's kind of what I was thinking by signing him. I know he's only 70 rated. I mean, I guess he could improve, you never know, but he's not going to be like a player for the future or anything. He's a player that can fill in. Obviously, we have Lecointe already as a backup for the strikers. I wanted another backup because I wasn't really feeling too confident. Because if Vidal or someone gets injured, we're screwed. And I just need someone who could provide a good enough replacement for those people. I've got another loan offer here for E080, and quite a lot of teams came in for E080, and you'll probably see that throughout this episode. But I rejected all of them purely because I wanted to keep him. I mean, like when he played for us, the 2 or 3 games he did play for us, he scored 3 goals in like 2 games that he played. And he was actually a pretty half-decent player, and obviously he's come through the youth squad, so I thought I'd keep him, and as someone I could bring on as a substitute here and there whenever I needed someone who was like, whenever one of the players was tired, I could bring on E080 and then try and improve him like purely by myself and see if we can get him up to a higher rating. You see here we successfully signed that, I think his name was Marion, I'm not too sure on his name actually, but anyway, so we finally managed to get this offer for Fad Al Muwalad to go through. It was a loan for the year and a 2 million thereafter, so basically I can loan him for this year, and if he's not really as good as I want, if he's not that good, I can just send him back. And if I'm happy with him and he grows, say his potential grows throughout the season, I've only got to pay 2 million when he could be worth more. So that's quite a good way to handle certain bits of business. If you think a player's a risk, then you can just get him on loan with a future fee offer, and obviously if you don't want him, then you haven't got to pay that future fee, opposed to just signing him for an X amount of money and then just hoping that he's going to be a good player. Lots of you guys anyway have been asking about my Shrinkcraft series, like the Minecraft series that I was doing with KSI and Toby and Vicstar, and there's only one way to describe why that's not out, and that's blame KSI. You can't really blame him. End of the day, JJ is a very busy guy. Obviously, when you're big on YouTube, a lot of things come your way, so he's always like traveling and stuff. So it's just trying to find the right time for all 4 of us together where we can actually like spend a good hour recording, and that's what we're waiting for at the moment. Hopefully we can find that soon. I mean, I can't make any promises. I wish we had recorded more when we first did it, but I think one of us had to go anyway. I think I mean JJ had to go in the first place. But yeah, I can't really, like, loads of you guys have been asking me about it, and I can't really give you an answer. The only answer is it will hopefully be soon. Worst comes to worst, we might have to record without JJ. I know that may affect the entertainment of the series. Some of you guys would obviously prefer him to be in it, but it might be likely that he might not be able to record with us, so we'll see. But anyway, looking at our squad report here, you'll see that quite a lot of my players have been improving, especially players out on loan. Lots of them have gone up +1, but I always thought this, because I recently said that when you get a little green icon in a squad report, it means that that player has improved since you last looked at them. But then sometimes players improve and they don't get the green icons, so then that seems like it's flawed. Maybe I'm just imagining that happens. No idea. Anyway, we go into our first game of the episode against Everton in the Premier League, and we're in the 8th minute here. Vidal gets played through, uses pace to get past defence, and hits it a near post, and it hits the crossbar. Oh, is it like between the crossbar and the post, I believe, and that went out for a goal kick after that. Had a free kick there with Benzia, that went narrowly wide. Canton with the ball here, makes a nice tackle, plays the ball over the top, over towards Vidal. Again, Vidal uses his pace to get past the defence, and that's the great thing about Vidal, is that half the time you could just play a lob through over the top, and it's pretty likely that he's going to get on the end of it. If he's making the run, he's pretty likely he's going to get on the end of it because he has crazy pace, and then he's just a really good player. Obviously, when you have Piazon up front again, and as well another fast player. If you think about it, and I've got that Al Mualad as well on the sub bench. It literally just it's literally like an ultimate team. Ultimate team. It literally is, because the way it's made is purely made by pace. Defensive to the ball here. Nearly gets pulled down there by Fellaini, I believe, but manages to stay up. Piazon then picks up the ball on the edge of the area, gets tackled, and then takes out Fellaini, and then gets the ball, turns Fellaini there, has a shot, and that is then saved. And then I think Demensa gets his head up, but that just goes over the bar. Vidal with the ball here again, plays it to Piazon down the right hand side, and Piazon cuts inside, does a roulette here, and then gets himself in a nice position, has a shot, but that is then saved and goes out for a corner. And then from that resulting corner, we do take the short corner short, beating caught with the ball, the cross gets blocked, he then crosses it again over towards Corre, I think, and Corre headers that, and that is again then saved by Everton's goalkeeper. Baines gets put through here, but luckily Canton's there to make a means to it and stop that. But then the ball falls to is that Gay on the left hand side there, and they have a header there, but that hits the crossbar, and Steer is there to pick up the pieces. Vidal gets put through here again, and as I said, Vidal lob through balls, it just works so well. Vidal has a shot there, but that is then blocked. Then Benzia beats Fellaini with the pace to get to the ball, and then passes it across over to Vidal, who has a shot, but that is then saved again by Everton's goalkeeper. So we get later in the game, and obviously we make our normal second half triple substitution that we love to do. And I always thought about this. Some of you guys have noticed that I do this every game, but it's actually quite risky. I mean, say if one of my players gets injured in the last 20 minutes of the game, because I usually do this substitution in about the 60th minute. I do that substitution. If one of my players gets injured after that, I'm down to 10 men. So I might have to be careful when I do 2 in the future. We'll see. And straight away, or not straight away, like 20 minutes into after it's brought on, Mualad scores his first goal on his debut, and obviously he scored that goal purely from his pace, as I said he would anyway. I just played him through, and then he ran onto it and put that in the far post to make it 2-0. I think Coleman scores a goal here late on in 90th minute. Great goal as well. Gets put through at the top and then does a Paulo Di Canio kind of volley, and it hits the near post, the inside of the near post, and actually goes in. But it's a really nice finish, a really nice goal, and luckily Wala came in and scored that goal. Otherwise we could have thrown away 3 points there and only got 1. So that game ended 2-1, and we won that. There's nice 3 points to add on to our current league total. I don't actually know how many we got. We can look at the league table now, and you'll see we're sitting in 4th place. Played 4 games, won 3, lost 1. Obviously, that was the game against QPR, I believe we lost. We've won 1. We've scored 10 and conceded 6. Our defence is still slacking a bit. I mean, obviously, we nearly kept a clean sheet there. But I mean, we do need to start working on those clean sheets and pick up some. Otherwise, we're not going to be in trouble, but we just have to keep outscoring teams. And like we're good at scoring, we need to sort out our defence. And I haven't really found a defender to clear that up or a new goalkeeper to clear that up. But hopefully, throughout the season, our defenders and our goalkeeper may improve, and hopefully we can start working on those clean sheets. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my defending isn't as good. Maybe it's the 3 at the back. I don't know. But I'm not going to change the formation. Some of you guys have asked me to change formation, but I do like the 3-5-2, so I'm going to stick with that. And we're looking at the scout report here. Rejected quite a lot of players he brought in, and just tried to keep the players with a higher minimum potential. And just tried. Someone sent me a guide on how to like see what scouted players might turn out pretty good. So I've been following that, and that seems to be. Hopefully that will work. We'll see how it does work or not. But someone sent me a guide on Twitter. I can't remember your name, so I would shout you out, but I can't remember your name. I apologise for that. But if you did, it was you, then you know that I looked at it and I acknowledged it. We go into another Euro game here, and I can't remember who we're against. I think it's like RB Salzburg or something. And they took a lead pretty early on, but Vidal managed to equalise here in the 44th minute with a nice turn defender and a nice finish in the bottom right-hand corner. And we're watching the replay here. That's that LT. It does the LT-RT dribble. Well, I love doing this against computer as well, and online. It really works. You the LT, so you hold down LT and RT, and you just hold down left stick in one direction, and then you let go of all of them, and then flick it over to the other direction, the left stick that is, and you'll sprint off and you'll beat the defender, and usually put you in a really good position. Vidal then picks up another goal there in the second half to make it 2-1 and put ourselves ahead. And Vidal already starting to show the goal scorer he is, already scoring 7 goals so far this season in all competitions. And I think he's been our top goal scorer every season since we've signed him, or since we had him on loan as well. And I think that's going to carry on forever. I can't really see anyone beating him. I mean, Piazon, I don't think is going to. I mean, Piazon is a great player, and Benzia is also a great player, but I can never see them actually scoring more goals than Piazon than Vidal in a season. He just seems to always be there, always scoring. Benzia then makes it 3-1 there in the 72nd minute. And they attacked here in the 90th minute. They had a cross there. It's cleared out, and Ake picks up the ball, but it falls into Nielsen's path, and Nielsen volleys that into the bottom left-hand corner to make it 3-2. So again, luckily Benzia picks up that goal. Otherwise, we'd have drawn that and thrown it away again in the 90th minute. So considered 2 90th minute goals in a row, but luckily we had a two-goal cushion in both of those games, so we didn't throw it away at the victory. And that is the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If my mic sounds better, leave a comment. I'm actually using one of my older microphones. I used it in the last episode as well, but I forgot to mention I was using it. So if it sounds better, then please leave a comment saying so. If you want to check out my squad build on the left hand side, then click on the left hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out my second channel, then click on the right hand side of the screen as always. And if you have any feedback to give, then leave a comment, and I shall see you guys soon. Goodbye.